as we came, into the stars we rise.
This is Astrology Aesthetic, where you claim your power and remember who you really are. I'm Kiki, and together we'll work with the stars to guide the way. All right, on today's episode, we are diving in on how to find your rising sign through the website I always link in the show notes, AstroSeek. I love them, but I get that for a beginner with astrology or anywhere you're at in your astrology journey, it can be overwhelming, but overwhelm is a choice. And what I mean by that is, you know, when someone looks at something or has a lot of tasks to do or has the whole house to clean, there's a reason that saying comes, you take it a bite at a time. And this is the same type of response we're going to have when we pull up our birth chart, because there is a lot of stuff going on. There's the numbers, there's the symbols, there's the lines, there's different colors. So all of that isn't meant to be understood or read all at once. You know, there's not one astrologer that has started and immediately known all of those things, unless it's just like they do, and that's a gift, and I love that for them. But in this case, let's just take it a bite at a time. So the best way to combat overwhelm is to simply decide what thing you're going to look at or what thing is most important. In this case, we've already decided what we're going to look at. And again, that's the first house. So let's go ahead and dive in. The 3 things you're going to need to find your most accurate birth chart is your date of birth, your place of birth, and your time of birth. Now, the reason we need those 3 things in the most accurate fashion, specifically for the rising sign, the rising sign is determined based on where the sun was rising when you were born. And that placement changes zodiac signs every 2 hours. So even if you're an hour off or 20 minutes off, it can absolutely change where your rising sign is in your chart. So you can reach out to a loved one, family member, go look at your birth certificate. And if you genuinely do not know your time of birth, there is an option to click unknown time. So if you can get your hands on it, great. If not, that's okay. All right, once you've entered all of that information, you're going to see a circle with a key to the right. Now, I get that this can be, very overwhelming if this is your first time looking at this, but the main thing I'm going to have you do is ignore all of the red and blue lines, all of the symbols, and basically everything except the inner wheel that is numbered 1 through 12. Now, if you remember, the ascendant and the rising sign are the same thing. That jargon is used interchangeably. And what we're going to do to find the ascendant is it always starts with your first house. And the houses are those numbers 1 through 12. So you're going to look at that inner wheel and find the number 1. Now drag your finger out to the outside of the circle. And the outer wheel has yellow, green, red, and blue to separate the zodiac signs, which another little cool fact about this website is they separate it by element. So air signs are yellow, fire is red, earth is green, and water is blue. But that's just a little fun fact if you didn't know that. So dragging the finger out to the outside, once you've found the zodiac symbol, if you don't know it off the top of your head, you're going to scroll down and then it'll say first house ascendant. And if you look a little below that, it'll say ascendant in whatever zodiac it is. So in this case, it says ascendant in Libra. And that's literally it. So you've easily found how to find your rising sign in your actual birth chart, which is just identified by the first house. So keep that zodiac in mind for this upcoming episode. Thanks, Starseed. I'm so grateful you tuned in today. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like to explore pieces that align with your starseed purpose, visit astrologyaesthetic.com. Trust yourself. You're exactly where you're meant to be.